This is Lars Antagon from Hamburg, Germany, and you are watching Mushroom TV.
Hi and welcome to Mushroom TV. In the last episode we had DJ Alpha, and today we have his friend and producing partner Antagon for you. We speak with him about the new album Moksha and the unique Antagon sound. So, enjoy your trip into the dark side.
Alright, yeah, where do I see the differences between forest, dark psy and high-tech nowadays? That's actually kind of a good question, but to be honest, I don't care that much about these different styles and categories. What I like is psychedelic music, basically. My stuff is usually from 150 up to 190, depending on the tracks. It's not pure high-tech, it's not dark, but it has dark elements and dark atmospheres. I start with reduced elements, just a few sounds, something, and it goes up, and I add more stuff. I add more rhythms and more grooves, more atmospheres or something, until it culminates finally. Then you have a break and you start again, actually. So on the one hand, it's a special kind of FM sound I really use in almost all of my tracks. On the other hand, my music is very structured. It's always logical. There's a story. You're a bad man. Additionally, I like to use also some progressive trance structures sometimes. For example, after breaks, I start completely reduced to kick and bass for a few seconds or something. This is definitely something I don't hear in a lot of other tracks in our kind of style.
You should have been rejected.
Over the years I added more and more melodic elements, not cheesy ones like pop music or something, more like melancholic dark stuff. I like more festivals with all styles on one floor because it's much more interesting to hear the development from the day to the night and back in the morning. Monostyle festivals are nice on the one hand. On the other hand, it leads to a complete split of the whole scene to just small fractures, actually. We have like a lot of parties going on with just 500 or 1,000 people, and it's hard to keep the scene together with a monostyle concept. And in my opinion, for the music, it's not good because there's no development anymore if you just listen to one style and nothing else. I listen to all styles of music, mainly nowadays extreme metal stuff again. That's where I started from 20 years ago. Then I went right into the Goa psytrance scene of the mid-90s, and I listened to some hip-hop acts as well, some IDM stuff, and yeah, actually everything what touches me emotionally somehow. Yeah, how did it all started back in the 90s? Actually, I was at a friend's place and he was always into house and techno, and he had one Goa compilation, a very famous one back in the days, called Tantrance. And this was the first time I listened to psychedelic trance, and yeah, it was a blast. It took me away from metal and all the stuff, and I was like 2 months later or something, I was on my first Psytrance party. My first big festival in '97 was the Woof Festival, I think, and afterwards the Fusion or vice versa, I'm not sure anymore. In '99 I bought my first CD players and a mixer, and a few years later I started to write music myself. That was the starting point for my whole musical career in Psytrance, actually. If it's possible for the listener to hear my musical roots, I think definitely yes. When you look at, for example, black metal bands, the atmosphere quite melancholic and dark, and for me it's kind of the same in my music. Those typical FM leads are kind of a substitute for guitars, in my opinion. The album contains 2 collaborations with 2 acts, one from Vienna, Nocturne's Creatures, two young guys I met like a few years ago in Vienna. Another track was written together with Limber Timber from San Diego. I met him a few years ago and we already wrote 4 or 5 tracks together, and this one made it on the album. I made a remix from a Parallax track, one of my all-time favorite tracks in high-tech actually, which is called We Will Prevail. Yeah, I played a lot of gigs and I had a lot of strange experience beside the very nice ones. There are, of course, they exist, of course. Very, very nice people treating you very well with a lot of respect, and it's just fun. On the other hand, you have a lot of promoters who just want to rip you off and treat you like shit and leave you waiting for 10 hours at the airport or whatever. So what I wish for the future is a little bit of more like respect, actually. Treat artists like friends, not like assholes. Just be nice and fair, that's it. It's pretty easy, actually.
I am DJ Setirat from Portugal's ENA Gathering, and this was Mushroom TV.